So today, we have the King of Wakanda, T'Challa, taking on Lady Shiva. Who wins? Let's find out. So, as the King of Wakanda and the Black Panther, he was allowed to eat the heart-shaped herb that enhanced his physicality to low superhuman levels, similar to Captain America. He also wears a vibranium suit equipped with anti-metal claws, and he also carries two energy daggers. But in today's fight, he won't have any of that. No suit, no gear, no powers, nothing. All he's gonna have is his peak human physicality and fighting skill to make for a much closer fight. Even without his enhanced physicality, he's still physically impressive. He's strong enough to slam the White Wolf into a wall and crack it, beat up Vlad the Impaler, who had received the super soldier serum like Captain America, and casually lift grown men with one arm. He's withstood a bottle being smashed over his head unharmed, and has kept fighting after being shot and or stabbed. He's fast enough to catch a spear thrown by Craven the Hunter, while under the effects of a neurotoxin, and consistently dodge bullets. He is arguably the best fighter in the world, and has trained to be a warrior since birth. Although not much is known about the Wakandan fighting style, his skill level is on par or possibly greater than Captain America's, Daredevil's, and Iron Fist's. He's one of the smartest people in the world, being on par with Tony Stark and being a master strategist, tactician, and a stealth. And finally, he's an expert marksman and acrobat as well. And in the other corner, we have Lady Shiva. Sandra Hussein is Lady Shiva, possibly the world's greatest martial artist. She's been a ruthless villain and a heroic vigilante before. She's in peak physical condition. She's strong enough to lift grown men with one arm, durable enough to survive small explosions, and fast enough to easily keep up with an amped Robin and consistently dodge bullets. But what she's really known for is her skill. She's a deadly assassin and one of the best, if not the best, fighters on the planet. She's one of very few who can best Batman in combat. She's also beaten other top fighters in the DC universe as well. She's a master of judo, savate, capoeira, kukashu, karate, stick fighting, and leopard style and dragon style kung fu. She's also an efficient pressure point fighter, and she's a weapons expert as well. She can control her nervous system, allowing her to deaden her body to physical pain, resist effects of drugs and toxin, control her emotions, and control her bleeding rate. And finally, she's one of the best tacticians in the world, on par with Batman or possibly even greater. So, if I had let T'Challa keep his powers and tech, then this wouldn't even be a fight. But since T'Challa won't have either of them, then this fight becomes real interesting and much closer, because both of these characters are arguably the best fighters from their respected universes. So physically, they're close as they've both done similar things. But if I had to say, T'Challa is slightly stronger and tougher, while Lady Shiva is slightly faster and more agile. But the real question here is who is more skilled. That's going to be the deciding factor. Like I said earlier, they're both arguably the best fighters from their respected universes. They were both extensively trained practically since birth, and both have beaten top tier fighters and martial artists. T'Challa has beaten Captain America, Deadpool, Wolverine, Craven the Hunter, Iron Man, and Killmonger, while Lady Shiva has beaten Batman, Nightwing, Catwoman, Cassandra Cain, and David Cain while 8 months pregnant. Both are very impressive, but I have to give the advantage to Lady Shiva for two reasons. One, T'Challa beat those great fighters while he had his powers and or tech, so you could argue that he couldn't beat them without these. And two, Batman said Lady Shiva is the greatest martial artist in the world. And since it came from Batman, it's a pretty big deal. I mean, she beat David Cain, one of the best fighters in all of DC, while she was 8 months pregnant. Her skill, precision, and technique were as if she wasn't pregnant at all. At the end of the day, Lady Shiva is winning this one. Like and subscribe, all the great stuff. See you on the next one. Peace.